Hi guys, we got a nice day today. The sun is shining. It is beautiful out. I went through and I finished the container that I shared with you yesterday. The lime tree coming out was super easy. So I'm glad I did that, and I added Alyssum to some of my containers because I bought a 6-pack, and for the life of me, I'm like, why did I buy this? And then I realized it's my filler. So, and I like the little white. I like Alyssum. It's a nice flower. It smells really good. It grows easy, especially here. And the thing is, I usually don't have to buy these, but because I put it in a container, I did buy some, because here they just self-seeds everywhere. I mean, they're here all year round. So, yeah, so I picked up some of these, and they're great. Alyssum is really good for pollinators. Like, it attracts like bees. It does attract flies. I don't know why, but it attracts flies. But it pollinates all your plants. So this is it's kind of like a cover crop, I guess. But I like Alyssum. So let me show you guys my container, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do today. In this raised container, I added the white Alyssum here, and back there. I think that will fill this in perfectly. The little bit of white makes the other colors pop. So I am happy with that. And I will not be adding any more into this container. I think it looks perfect and it should fill out. I can see the petunias are starting to get bigger, and oh, there's a little ladybug. Can you see it? And the cashmere pink, it doesn't have any. There's some buds coming. They're coming. I was like, what happened? Yes, so this is complete. And then, woo, I just love this container. It looks so good. Very happy with it. The container that we did yesterday, or on Monday, I added the Alyssum afterwards. I just needed something. It just felt like it was missing something. It was just like a blank spot over there, so I added the Alyssum. And then this is the container that I just did where the lime tree was. And I think it turned out nice. I mean, it's an exact duplicate of the other container. And what I did is I added, so the petunias, the purple dawn petunias, I copied it from this side. So when you're looking, I don't think I can do a full complete on view. Let me see here. Okay, so I made the sides the same. So like when you're walking through, it's like identical on the sides there. But yeah, I like it. I think it turned out nice. It's so much better than the lime tree. I think it turned out really nice. I am very happy with it. I'm just so glad that I did this. It was something that I talked about for a long time, and I finally did it. And hopefully my plants will be happy here. I am finally going to plant my Zinnia seeds. This is something I've been wanting to do. I bought these about 6 weeks ago, and I am really late at planting these. Zinnias, when you just sow them directly in the ground, you should do it about 2 weeks after your last frost date. And I think my last frost date was probably, is it end of February, maybe March? And here I am almost at the end of April, so I'm about a month behind. And I bought these in time too. I just didn't do it. Anyway, these are the California Giant Blend. They get 24 to 48 inches tall, and the flowers are 4 to 6 inches, so they're going to be some big boys. Love my big flowers. And we're going to plant them a quarter inch into the ground, so I'm just going to use my finger and do a 1/4 of an inch, and we're going to add 3 seeds in. They're going to emerge about 3 to 10 days. And then we're going to start to thin them out to 1 per hole. So there should be 1 zinnia per 12 feet. Not 12 feet, 12 inches. And the reason zinnias I've read that zinnias are less prone to powdery mildew if you do them by seed. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm gonna try it, because every year my zinnias get powdery mildew. They look horrible. And it's just gross. And Stashy eats them, and I don't want him eating powdery mildew. He loves the crunchiness when the leaves start to get crunchy, like the bottom, the bottom of the plant, they'll get crunchy and start getting you know, dying off a little bit, he chews those. So I don't want him to have powdery mildew. So I'm hoping this works. If it doesn't work, then next year I'll probably go back to just buying the plants. And I did buy a couple already, but I'm gonna try it. I have never done these by seed. I have only planted those carrots by seeds, and that is it. I am not a seed person. So let's see how I do this year. But we should see some kind of progress in 3 to 10 days. Hopefully it'll go like my bulbs, my blazing stars. But anyway, guys, let's go plant this up. This is what the zinnia seeds look like. So they're a nice size. They're not too small, so they'll be easy to maintain when I put them in the ground. Like I said, the carrots were like a pin, like the top of a pin. They were so small, but that's a nice size. So I'm gonna plant, so I'm gonna do probably 4. I'm probably gonna do these too close because that's what I always do. But I'm gonna do 4 in the back, and then I'm gonna do 4 in the front. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side of the, over there on the other side of the garden. So 1/4 inch down, 3 seeds per hole. Everything in, easy peasy. It took me seconds, and then I just gave it a water. This side water's nice, the irrigation is good, but for whatever reason, so now I'm gonna have to go in and check, because this side it was very weak. The ground was really dry, which is just very strange, especially since we had all that rain. So I'll have to wait tomorrow and see how the irrigation is, and then have my husband take a look at it. But well, guys, in 3 to 10 days, we'll see if any little seedlings come up. I'm super excited for that. When I grabbed my seeds, I realized I had extra blazing star bulbs. I had like 5. So I just threw them into the ground. So hopefully they will come up. And look, these ones are coming up too. Yay! So this whole area is going to be blazing star. I don't know why I didn't plant them all in here. I think in my head at the time, I was planning on putting a plant here to add some height, but I'll also just leave it the blazing star. And then I also planted the scabiosa. I had 1 extra one. But the thing is, look at the leaf. It looks like it's getting powdery mildew, which is just crazy. It's so dry here. I mean, yes, we've had rain, but it just strikes me as odd. So we will keep an eye on it and see how it does. But the rest of them look like they're doing well. There's the other one. Yeah. So I am not sure what's going on with that. We will watch it and see what it does. But the rest of the garden, wow, it is crazy. All this purple. It's doing so well. I'm very happy. I'm so happy my I still don't know why that did that. But I'm happy my black-eyed Susans are coming back. It looks like the lamb's ear of the little lizard. It flattened out, probably from all the rain and the wind that we had. So I will give it a couple days and see what it does and see if it perks back up. But it's getting big again anyway, so it probably has to be trimmed. This has to be trimmed, which I should do that now. Because oh, wow, it's such a pretty view, isn't it? But it's big. You can't see anything else. I think I need to cut it back. Oh no, the white. See the white? Did you see it? Those lay eggs, and those are, I think they call them budworms, and they eat your petunias, and they eat other things also. They have the little caterpillars, and the caterpillars are green, except if they're eating something that's the color like of a flower, then they turn that color. It's very strange. I hate those butterflies. I think they're actually moths. But, whoa, look at him hidden in there. That's crazy. That's tall. That's lamb's ear. Oh, it's so pretty. I wanted a big, oh guys, look at the oh, please come back. I want to show my friends. Oh, it was a pretty butterfly. Oh, he's flying around. He's like orange, and I think he's almost has a red. There he is. Oh, he's hidden in there. Wow, this garden is just crazy with the pollinators. And this is going to look good when it grows tall too. Oh, my black-eyed Susans are down there. Guys, I think this garden needs to be cut back. That's crazy. I wish I had more space. I wish I can extend my garden so I had more space to add more plants. I just love how this big full look is. But I can't. I guess I just gotta be grateful for what I have, right? But we'll see. I can always try to do something, right? But I have a couple other little plants I want to plant in here. Let me show you. Ooh, it's bright out here. I'll show you guys. I'll talk more about it later. But I was going to plant these in Sully's garden, but after looking at the garden, I realized I need to cut some things back to make a little bit more space so these don't get lost in there. So I'm going to hold off planting in there. So maybe later this week. I think it's supposed to rain all weekend, so I'm going to try this week to give a trim up in his garden and then take a look and evaluate how everything is. But in the meantime, I still want to clear. See all my plants? It's thinning out. It's thinning out. I'm going to plant. These they're drying out. I'm going to plant the mums and the Zinnia. So these are the two. I'll show you. Let me show you. Okay, so I have Zinnias here. I bought all my empty pots here. I have, how many? Looks like I have 3 Zinnias. And I have 8 of the Marigolds. I told my husband he could pick out any plant to put around the Crape Myrtle. And out of all the plants in the nursery, he picked the Inca yellow marigold. This marigold does not get big. When I came home and read about it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's not very big, because they usually fill out. This just grows 12 inches tall and 12 inches wide. So it's not that big. So it's not going to fill up a lot of space. Last year I had Zinnias, but the short ones, and they just filled out everywhere. So this year it's going to be a little different. So I got, sorry about the lighting. It's that better. So I got the marigold, and then I'm going to plant it with the Zinnia, and the Zinnia I think is, so that'll be pretty. I'm sticking with the yellow and the pinks and the purples. This is Zinnia grandiflora fuchsia, and this one gets, so it's a little taller than the marigold. This is 18 to 24 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. So this will fill in some space. So what I'm going to do is I have to check out how I'm going to do the spacing. So let's go put them in. Let me go lay them out and see how they look. Okay, so this is where I'm going to place them. Maybe I did get too many plants. I don't know. I'll put them in and see how much room I have. I have to crawl through Sully's garden, hop that little fence to get inside here. We have this fenced up because it was actually Samuel that I don't recall. I think this may have been up when we got Sunny and Stosh, but Samuel and his brother Sully used to go in here and dig all the soil. I'll see if I can find a picture of them in here. And so they would go in here and dig in the dirt, and they would eat the soil. So we put this little fence up. You know, we have the fences everywhere. It's annoying, and it makes life difficult, as you know from when you could see me trying to garden. It's hard to show you everything with trying to hop through fences and that, but you got to do what you got to do to save the plants and not let the dogs get sick. So I'm going to place the plants in here and we'll see how they go. I may not end up using them all. I don't know. In my head, I thought the space was bigger. I originally thought 12 plants, and that's what I bought here. I end up with 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 8 marigolds and 4 zinnias. All right, let me space them out and see. All right, I I spaced it out. Once I took out the solar lights, I had more space. They're a little bit close, but you know what? Then this space it'll fill up, and it should look pretty good. I like the color combination. I think it looks good. I'm not the biggest marigold fan, but that's okay. They prevent pests and everything else. So hopefully these zinnias don't get mildew. But so that is it. So I just got to get in there. I'm going to grab my gloves and my Sure Start and do some digging. But I'll be happy to get this done. So my little plant pile is getting smaller. Well, they are all planted. They're not exactly perfect. There's some, because of the poles, everything's just a little bit off in this garden, and I probably put too many plants in here, but I wanted it to fill up. So I think it doesn't look bad. I like the color combination. I like how the zinnias kind of break it up a little bit. And all I have to do is give it a water. They'll get, because the drip irrigation my husband put in, they'll all get plenty of water, so I don't have to worry about watering these. Everything in this garden seems to do really well. And when I was in here, and let me tell you, what a workout. My legs hurt from like squatting and moving. I'm just not built for this. I'm getting too old for crawling into these small places. But you gotta do what you gotta do if you wanna do your garden, right? So, yeah. But anyway, I'm just gonna give this a water, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day, time for dinner. But I got a lot accomplished today. I'm really happy to have gotten this done, get those seeds planted, show you guys my planter that I did today. So I did a lot in a short period of time. And you know, when I planted more of the blazing star bulbs, so I got rid of those. So I'm really clearing my space. And now I just have to worry about getting my front yard done, which I have to show you guys. My husband trimmed the lavender, and he really cut it back, and now I have space for when I was going to put that guar in. So I think we'll do that too, maybe later this week. But anyway, let me go get a drink of water so I can get a drink of water. Well guys, that is it. I did a lot today. I feel like I'm a hot mess. I'm sore from like squatting and climbing over things and trying to be gentle, and I am such a not balanced type person. I am not graceful. I am clumsy. So for me, it's a challenge. If I don't fall, I'm doing good. And did you see the dogs looking at me when I was in there putting the flowers through the fence? They're like, haha, you belong in there. We have freedom and you're stuck in there. But I did a lot today. I worked. I had a dermatologist appointment, so I got checked for skin cancer, and I'm good for another year. Yay! Let's see what else. And then I worked out in the yard. It's just a busy day, and now it's time for dinner. And I know the boys are waiting. They're here patiently. Well, they're fighting. They're rolling on my feet. You guys better be good or no dinner. You want dinner? Yep. Just a minute. Let me say goodbye. And so, yeah, I gotta go feed them because they're waiting. So I hope you guys get outside. I hope you're getting some sunshine. I hope you get to go out in the garden. And if you don't have a garden, you can walk your neighborhood and see their gardens. It's always nice to see what other people do. And I'm sorry about, they're excited. Yes, Samuel. Look at my sweet Samuel. You want to say hello to the people? You want to say hello? They're like, no, we want to eat. Okay, all right. All right, guys, I gotta go. Bye.